Welcome to the stunning Morgado Golf Resort here in the Algarve. This is the 23rd Junior Team Golf Home Nations Final. There are 8 teams that have qualified for their place in the final, with winners and runners-up from England, Scotland and Wales represented here this week. The national finals took place a few weeks ago, and I caught up with some of the teams to see how they got here. Welcome to Bonnie, Scotland, and to this picturesque Deer Park Golf and Country Club for the Junior Team Golf Scotland Final. Designed by Dave Thomas and Peter Alice, this magnificent undulating parkland course will provide a stern test for our Scottish finalists. The 4 qualifying clubs are East Kilbride, London Links, last year's runners-up Murrayfield and the defending Scottish champions New Club St Andrews. Well, conditions today will be quite testing because gusty winds are forecast for this afternoon. So with storm clouds on the horizon, which of our worthy qualifiers will rise to the challenge, brave the elements and bring home the Junior Scottish crown? Let's go and find them on the course.
We had the semi-final at London Golf Club. We were fortunate to play at our own club. And the boys played really well, so had a good day.
Yeah, it's great to be back. I think the boys have played really well this season and doing a great job.
Got through 2 rounds, second place in both of them, so I'm proud of them.
It's great that we've achieved this 3 years in a row actually. They've worked really hard to get to this place and hopefully we can do it again this year.
Well, not surprisingly, there's an air of anticipation, expectation, nerves, and it's really interesting to look at some of these youngsters and how they're coping with the pressure here at Deer Park. New course to some of them, not new to others of course. But over the years, so many young golfers, boys and girls alike, have progressed here and made it through to the finals, and that's the optimism, the hope that each one of them carries at Deer Park today. But it will be a severe test. The conditions always a severe examination. Somebody who knows that better than anybody is Alan Tate, former course record holder at Carnoustie, now very much involved here at Deer Park.
I'm absolutely delighted to be hosting the event this week. I was previously at Dalmahoy, which is just a short 15-minute drive from here, and I've supported this event for the last couple of years. So I moved to Deer Park in May as general manager, and when the organisers got in touch with me, well, it wasn't going back to Dalmahoy this year, it was coming to Deer Park. So I'm delighted to have them here. I'm a great believer in supporting junior golf, and I know the guys do a great job here. So it's great to see the kids here this week. Obviously trying to qualify through to the next stage.
Over 1,500 clubs participate in the Home Nations Championship, and you won't be surprised to know that over the years, many years, a lot of players have gone on to have good careers in the sport. It's a wonderful starting point in terms of competition for these youngsters, boys and girls of course, who are honing their skills in a rarefied atmosphere. Scoring was good, and of course the carrot that's being dangled in front of all of them is a trip to Portugal. For the 2nd year running, it was the New Club at St Andrews that came out on top. But the good news for 2 of the other 3 clubs was that they'll be making the same journey. And here is confirmation that New Club came out on top with that score of 372. Individual honours went to Callum Leeson from London and Finlay Say from the New Club. All that was left was the prize presentation and a chat with the winners.
Feels great. Feels really good. Didn't think it was going to happen half an hour ago or an hour ago, but yeah.
Well, it was a great experience last time, so hopefully we can do slightly better and maybe get closer to that first prize.
They've played very well. They've represented the new club St Andrews in a very excellent manner. Played good golf and they've been good sportsmen, so very well done.
From wild and windy Scotland, we're here at the beautiful Clitheroe Golf Club for the Junior Team Golf England Final. Situated in the picturesque Ribble Valley, this stunning parkland course designed by the legendary James Braid is an Open Championship qualifying venue, and that should prove quite a challenge for our finalists. The 6 teams who have qualified are Bramshaw, Chelmsford and Ealing, Royal Norwich, Thirsk and Northallerton, and finalists from last year, Whitley Bay. Well, we seem to have brought the blustery storms with us, so which of our 6 teams can weather these torrid conditions, triumph over adversity and become England champions?
They've done brilliantly to get here, 2 fantastic rounds previously, and we'll enjoy the day. It's a bit of rain, but so what, we'll enjoy the day.
We're very pleased. We didn't expect to qualify, we didn't expect to get through the semi-final, but we did, and we're here just to enjoy ourselves this time, so the team will just play as well as they can, hopefully.
Good fun competition. We played in it for the first time this year, and so proud of all the boys and the girl who's not here today to get through to the final, and couldn't have picked a better day with the weather. It's going to be good.
Well, maybe it'd be nice to go abroad to play competition, so I'm looking forward to that if we get through. So hopefully we can win today or come second and go to Portugal.
They've done just as good as they did last year. Great results at Brampton and Carlisle, so look forward to the day and hopefully they'll do a little bit better than last year.
All very excited. All the boys are happy to be up here.
Yeah, it's really good. Look forward to it.
Clitheroe is a beautiful club in the heart of Lancashire. It reeks of tradition. Unfortunately, on the day of the English final, the weather was beastly, as you'll gauge from some of these shots. That's golf. You can't always play under a sizzling sun. The quality of golf was still exceptionally good though. Not one player wanted to walk off, not with that prize of a trip to Portugal on offer. Certainly, the locals were mightily impressed.
Clitheroe Golf Club has been here since 1932. It's a parkland course designed by James Braid in the picturesque Ribble Valley. Lovely, glorious summer's day, as you can see here today. This is our summer, but we're very proud to have you guys here, and we're very gracious for their support.
I think today's conditions are probably as worse as it'll ever be at golf, and I think some of them have done very well. They've been coming in with scores of level par, just 2 over. There's quite a few had a lot over, but they've done very, very well, and fair play to them. You know, they've done well.
And one of the nice things was that there wasn't one who said he didn't want to go out. They all wanted to compete. They all wanted to go out, even when the rain was coming down, as it was at the start of the day.
So well done to Bramshaw, who actually came 4th in the finals in 2011. They'll be going to Portugal, as will Whitley Bay and Thirsk and Northallerton.
Well, I think as we've been before as runners-up, this is a bit special going as champions. So I'd have to say this team is a bit special. Not only are they very good young golfers, but they are also a flipping good team.
So we've just seen how the Scots qualified as finalists. They are champions for the 2nd time in 2 years. New club St Andrews, runners-up London from Fife, and Edinburgh's Murrayfield, who themselves were Scottish champions in 2015. They are joined by England champions Hampshire's Bramshaw, runners-up Whitley Bay from Northumbria, and Thirsk and Northallerton from North Yorkshire. Finally, we have Welsh champions Llanwern from Newport and Cardiff's Radar Club as runners-up, and any one of these 8 teams will be hoping to carry away the home nation's crown at the end of the week. Well, with excitement building and some nerves jangling, I'm sure, join us after the break for the first of the action from here in Portugal. Welcome back, and let's see how the competition for this Home Nations final is being played. It starts with a round-robin format with 2 pools and 2 games of match play being played in each 4-ball. This is a different format to the national finals, which, if you remember, were played as medal competitions. Well, Kit, thanks for joining us this week. It has been a tumultuous week with the weather. How has that sort of played out for the kids today?
Yeah, it's been rather unsettled, unfortunately. You come to Portugal and normally expect and get sunny weather, but we've had anything but this week with plenty of wind and rain for the youngsters to contend with. It's not made it easy for them. Underfoot, the course is absolutely soaking. So that's very different for a lot of these players, especially those that play at links courses, normally firm and fast, even in the winter. But here, everything's just carry distance. It's stopping pretty much sharpish, and those chip shots around the green really difficult when it's soft underfoot. Of course, also you've got the rain as they're out there playing. These juniors don't get caddies, so it's up to them to keep everything dry themselves. It's virtually impossible with the weather we've had. So with wet clubs, difficult conditions, plenty of wind to contend with, the good scores have been hugely impressive.
Thanks, Kit. Well, let's have a look at those results from the first 2 rounds. Day 1 and Pool A saw a titanic struggle between New Club and RADA, with a 3-all draw and the Salim Portsmouth and Sutton Balderson matches both going down to the 18th. In the other Pool A match, Bramshaw beat Thirsk Northallerton 4.5, 1.5. On day 2, once again, there was little to separate the teams in Pool A. Both the Bramshaw RADA and the New Club Thirsk Northallerton matches were tied at 3-all. In Pool B, results on day 1 were incredibly tight, with London just losing out to Llanwern 2.5, 3.5. In Whitley Bay versus Murrayfield, it was honours even at 3-all, with the Burston-Laurent match a critical win for Whitley Bay to save them from the loss. On day 2, there was once again an all-tied Scottish contest between Murrayfield and London. In the second Pool B match, Llanwern edged Whitley Bay 3.5, 2.5, with the last 2 matches on the course providing the closest battles. Well, considering the conditions this week, have there been any individual outstanding performances that have caught your eye?
Yeah, there have. I mean, the general standard of play has been really, really good, but 2 names who have done incredibly well with 8-up and 2-up victories each are Stuart Thurlow and Rosie Belsham. Both have been playing really, really well leading into this week, and that form has carried through. And Danny Coombs as well, a man who was reserve at the start of the week, but he got 41 points Stableford on the course of the second round that the third round is being played on to get a call up for his team. So that could prove pivotal if he gets a winning point today.
Thanks, Kit. Well, let's have a look at those round 3 fixtures. Today we see both champions of England and Scotland, Bramshaw and New Club, the top 2 teams in Pool A, battling it out. They are followed by RADA, who will play Thirsk and Northallerton. In Pool B, the Welsh champions Llanwern will play Murrayfield, who came so close to taking the Home Nations crown 2 years ago. And the final match in Pool B will see Whitley Bay taking on London. The first 2 matches evened each other out, with a win for Bramshaw's Joe Wenfield over Cameron Akers and New Club's Amar Salim triumphing over Kieran Sinkin, both matches being won 5-up. The Lightfoot Hunter match was a much tighter affair, with honours even until the 18th, when the Scot grabbed victory, winning 1-up. The pendulum then swayed in Bramshaw's favour with a striking 5-up win for Elliot Thomas over Tom Goniwika. The last 2 matches could have proved decisive in separating these evenly matched teams. However, both went down to the 18th, with Finlay Says snatching a 1-up win over Bramshaw's Ryan Archer and Danny Coombs holding his nerve to ensure the 3-all draw with a 2-up win over New Club's Eric Burge.
Looked after themselves, managed themselves really well on the course, and played in good sporting spirit. So really proud of the guys for looking after it that way.
Yeah, it feels really good because having the 3 teams from Scotland as well this year, everybody kind of knows each other, so we've been bonding outside the golf course and rooting each other on, which has been really nice as well. So I remember the Murrayfield captain, he said in his interview earlier this week that he doesn't mind who wins, although it's a Scottish team, so it's kind of a camaraderie between everyone, which has been really good.
Well, they're a very young team, and I'll be perfectly honest, at this age, to do what they've done, even to get here, is astounding, really.
Oh, I'm excited. Been on the putting green. The putting went very good today, so I've been on there. But yeah, I can't wait to get out there and compete against whoever I'm playing.
In the second battle between Rada and Thirsk Northallerton, close encounters prevailed once again, with the first 3 matches all going down to the 18th. Rada's Aaron Portsmouth winning 1 up against Richard Fawcett, and his compatriot Harry Powell winning 2 up against Joe Hay. In the third match, Thirsk managed to stop the rot, with Ben Collinson halving his match with O'Shawn Morris. Gaining momentum from this, Thirsk's Liam Maddox got the bit between his teeth and sailed to victory over Luke Davidson, winning 5 up. The fifth match saw Harry Collinson going 1 better than his brother Ben by winning 4 up against Rada's Kerry Vaughan-Jones and tying the match. Well, with honours even, it was down to Thirsk's Julie Chachowska to show the boys how it's done by storming to victory over Jordan Balderson 6 up and ensuring a win over Rada of 3.5, 2.5.
Well, the pressure is off a little bit, but I'm still going to go out and give the lads the same opinion and chat before the match and go out there and enjoy yourselves. That's the main. You know, you're here to enjoy yourselves, have fun, play good golf, and if we can get further up that table, all the better.
The standout performer for our team would have to be Liam Maddox, just because of how much of a bandit he is. He just gets so many shots and he shoots so below it. He's just tearing people apart out there.
Couldn't be more proud, and to see them perform when the chips are down, and to kind of, you want to encourage your team, but when you see that they have to go out there and do the work themselves, and they take on that responsibility, and they just perform under pressure, it's amazing. It's incredible that they can do that at such a young age.
Tomorrow, I don't think we'll feel too much pressure, because I've felt a lot of pressure this week. But I think we'll go out there, we'll be a bit relaxed, have fun, try our best, and hopefully we'll be able to battle it out and claim the 7th spot.
So just to confirm the standings, Bramshaw stand top of Pool A with 4 points. New Club just pipped Thirsk Northallerton to the 2nd spot, and bringing up the rear are Rada. The day's third encounter between Llanwern and Murrayfield also proved to be a close fight, with the first 2 matches both going to the wire on the 18th. With Daniel Bearcroft and Bobby Gibson halving their match, it was up to Llanwern's Peter Malpass to rip the victory from Stuart Thurlow's grasp to win 1 up. In the third match, Murrayfield's Rob Hawthorne gave his side a glimmer of hope with a 3-up win over Michael Powell. This left both sides with 1.5 apiece. However, Llanwern's David Robery was taking no prisoners, and he stormed to victory 4 up over Murrayfield's Patrick Lawrence. In the 5th match, matters were all square on the 18th tee, but with nerves of steel, the second Bearcroft brother, Luke, stole the match from Sam Goldsmith, winning 1 up. And with the final match between George White and Mike Haysmith ending all square, Luke heroically secured a 4-2 victory for Llanwern.
He's been absolutely superb. Dan, our captain, really leads the show, tells them where they've got to be, puts them to bed, makes sure they sleep on time. I haven't had to do much. They are such a good bunch of lads, they're brilliant.
We'll be cleaning our clubs tonight, and then up early in the morning on the range and putting, and just our normal routines.
The boys will want to go out and finish on a high note, enjoy it, but also want to go out and win.
I'd say there's not been any stand-up performer. We've all played really well, we've all got a point, or we've all lost a match and things like that, so we've all contributed to our team equally.
The day's final confrontation between Whitley Bay and London saw rising star Rosie Belsham halve her match with London's Callum Leeson. But it was Leeson's teammate Dean Walsh who took the game to Whitley Bay with a convincing 3-up win over Brandon Jones. It was down to a sterling performance by Charlotte Pickering, whose 2-up victory over Jack Lockhart on the 18th kept Whitley Bay in contention. James Burston consolidated Charlotte's victory with a 1-up win over London's Stuart Philp. Going from strength to strength, Whitley Bay's Aaron Blackwood halved his match with Andrew Thornton, meaning that his team could now not lose the match. However, a fight back from London's Ben Young in the last match saw him beat Jack Iredale 3-up to ensure that honours were shared between the two teams.
It's a justified second place for us. I know we couldn't make the final itself, but we're really proud of actually finishing within the second tier.
Yeah, we're putting out what we think is our strongest team. We're just going to give it everything we have. I mean, third place, it's the bronze medal, so we're here for a reason. It's to get something out of it, and third place, we'll be over the moon with that. So give it everything we've got, really.
If we can get a win, we've not won yet. We've had a draw and we've had a loss in 2 halves. So if we can get a win, that would just be the icing on the cake.
Finish on a high anyway. Try and get a win. Finish. Best we can do is 5th, so go for 5th. But now just try and everybody will take their game as it comes, so just focus on that game and try and get it won.
So just to confirm, Llanwern's sterling performance all week guarantees them a place in the final. Whitley Bay just clinched the second spot over London and Murrayfield by virtue of the number of rubbers won and lost. Welsh champions Llanwern will be battling it out with their English counterparts Bramshaw. Third and fourth place playoff will see New Club St Andrews playing Whitley Bay. It'll be London and Thurston Northallerton who will contest the 5th position, and the 7th place playoff will be played between Murrayfield and Ruddock. Welcome back, and we're here at last. It's finals day, and we're about to find out who will be taking the home nation's crown.
We're all, the club are all really proud of the boys. They've done really well to get here.
Well, they're a very young team, and I'll be perfectly honest, at this age, to do what they've done even to get here is astounding, really.
None of us have ever represented Wales, and all of the tweets that we've had from back home are really special for us. Yeah, it feels good to especially go to Portugal, great experience, and represent Bramshaw is a good thing as well. Well, we've had to look at the other teams, and they're similar handicaps to us, so I think the game will be a bit nip and tuck, but hopefully we'll win.
I am a perfectionist by nature, and I wouldn't want to go home without the trophy.
It would crown off a great year for Llanwern Golf Club, especially in juniors. Winning the Welsh and winning this would be amazing.
Oh, I'm excited. Been on the putting green. The putting wasn't very good today, so I've been on there. But yeah, I can't wait to get out there and compete against whoever I'm playing. It's such an honour playing for club and country, and all people back home would be really proud of us, I feel. So.
And what they've done to get here is astounding, and if they didn't win tomorrow, myself, the parents, the other juniors and the whole club will be very, very proud of them.
Well, Kit, it's been a long week and conditions have been quite tough. Are you surprised quite how resilient Llanwern have been throughout the week?
Yeah, I am. To go 100% through the 3 group games is really impressive considering the conditions we've had. The wind, the rain, coolish temperatures. It all makes it more difficult, especially going behind early in a match. It can be trickier when it's wet. Your head might not be quite in it. So the fact that all of the team have performed so well and they come into the final with a 100% record is really, really impressive.
And Bramshaw, well, they've been working quietly all week under the radar, and look, they're here in the final.
Absolutely. If you get to the final, you deserve to be here. They've gone undefeated, and I think they'll be confident coming in for 2 reasons. Firstly, in 5 of the matches, their players are getting shots. That could be massive, especially with a few of those shots coming late on in the round. Also, the opening round of fixtures were played here on the Morgado course. Bramshaw had a dominant victory, 4.5, 1.5. Llanwern, of course, won as well, but only by a single point. So the Bramshaw players are going to have some really good vibes about this course. They'll fancy their chances today.
Thanks, Kit. Well, let's go to the commentary team of the 2 Johns, Helm and Morgan.
Well, here is a lovely shot of the golf course. Every course is different. That's what always strikes me, no matter where you go in the world. There is water out here, there's sand out here, and some experienced young golfers. It sounds fault to that almost, because they are still so young, but they've been playing the game for quite a while.
They have indeed, John. And I tell you what, looking at those handicaps, we're going to see some good golf out here. Now, here we go.
Yeah, Joe Wenfeld.
Yeah, looking nice against Barstool there. Coming out what looks to be like a grass bunker there on the left-hand side. Big high ball flight coming in to rest, and well, he's judged it to perfection there. Pin eye on the left-hand side.
Daniel of the Bearcroft brothers. He always look for the nice swing and compact. Pretty good result. And Kit's the lucky guy who's out there with the players.
Both players safely aboard the first green here in our opening match of the winner-takes-all playoff. It's slight advantage to Bramshaw though. He's left himself below the hole. It's a slightly shorter putt. Probably won't be looking to birdie this, but he'll be able to lag it close. The other putt, on the other hand, longer, downhill, and everything is away from the hole once you get past it. Very hard to get this one stone dead. Interesting to see how good their putting strokes here under the pressure of a finals match.
Yeah, it's a doddle, isn't it, John?
Yeah, it is a doddle. I tell you what, he makes it sound so easy as we see this putt underway, zooming in. Oh, my goodness, what a start! Grabs the left edge and he goes. Cool, that put a spring in your step.
You see, your first time here on the tournament, and they're doing it especially for you.
They are. Well, I tell you what, now to keep, well, for Birdie to keep it all square. My goodness, he never thought this was going to happen. Oh, I tell you what, that's what pressure does to you.
He's known as the Rock, by the way, but playing off 3 at the age of 15.
Yeah, that's some good golf. And I tell you what, he's a wise boy. He's obviously learnt his ropes, getting some valuable experience out under this pressure in the Algarve.
Billy is 13. My goodness, he must have started the game very young. But they've got poise. Obviously, they're very keen to impress, and they'll know the cameras are on them.
Yeah, well, you can't buy this experience. I mean, this is what you want, and they're all aspiring to be professional golfers in the long run, I'm sure.
And we can get back down to Kit, who's found his way to the 3rd.
The third hole on the Morgado course is the first par 5. It measures 546 yards and it's the stroke index 1, so there'll probably be shots here. It's an intimidating tee shot with water all the way down the left. We'll learn a lot about the approach and mentality of our players from how aggressive they are off the tee here. And then it's the second shot. Not many of our guys will be able to go for this green in 2, so it's all about getting a good layup in play. There are cross bunkers to avoid. In there is going to make that third very difficult, but if you can leave a number you're comfortable with, they can really attack this pin and set up a birdie opportunity.
This is a little tester, isn't it? What, 30, 35 feet, so it's got to be quite delicate.
Yeah, this is where good imagination from the youngsters comes into play, and I tell you what, on the second hole, that nearly disappeared in the hole. A little bit of work to be done. And look at this one, just off the green as well, opting to chip it. We'd see the pros putt this one, I feel. But he's obviously got something in the way, very confident. Oh, he could have done with putting that one stone dead.
He said brave. He's a brave lad. He's in the shorts today.
He is, isn't he? Must be from the north. Oh, quick breaker from right to left, and that's missed low side, and still a little bit of work to be done, but no, given. This one for the win. Oh, my goodness. Not to be.
Yeah, he's not happy with that one at all, is he? Kieran Simpkin, 16, although he's still seen the funny side of it almost.
Well, he's still a couple up though, John. I mean, not too bad, is it? No, ball well below his feet here for Powell. Got a big bend from left to right. That's what he's going to create for this youngster, and he's gone long. Good connection. You can see the backspin there with the ball. Didn't go too far over the green. Plenty of green to work with for his next.
Second shot here at that first hole.
He's launched that one, John. That's high, and that's got a lot of right to left on it. He's found the putting green, but I think he's pretty long way from the hole. Lengthy putt coming up.
Some enormous greens out there as well, which is very nice when you're about 150 yards away. I think there's plenty to aim at, but then when you get there, you realise you've still got a big job on your hands.
I know. I tell you what, I'm really intrigued to see that play there. That youngster there going with a very lofty club just off the edge of the green could do with something like a 7-iron. Get it bumping and running, keeping it nice and easy. Seems to be the trend with the youngsters. I'd like to see him play a few more different shots. Now, Rolberry here. It's a bit chunky. It's seen a little divot. He got the spin, and that's why it's come up short.
Boy, a few words, Daffy. He was asked what he wants to do with his life, and he says, I just want to enjoy himself. I want to do something in golf, though.
Well, I tell you what, that's a good outlook. Now, he's flown it quite a long way. He's judged it perfectly. He's sweeping down from right to left, and, well, is that going to be a gimme? Is his playing partner going to say, pick that one up? We'll have to wait and see.
Well, we saw the approach here from Thomas, from Elliott. Thomas, 14 years of age. That's a long putt.
Oh,
still not long enough.
Oh, that's awesome, John. Look at that. What a touch. And there you go, Given. Pat on the back. He'll be chuffed to bits with that.
I think what you will like here, John, is the decorum the boys show. They all know the etiquette of the game, no matter how young.
That's the glory of golf, isn't it? Really is. And that just bumped early on him. And unfortunately, that's coming up shy of the hole. And, well, it's Given.
Par putt for Robbery. All square, as you can see, right at the start. Oh, that's not what you want on the first, is it, really? You start to wonder then, is it not going to be my day? Look, he's annoyed with himself.
He is, but that pace was the only thing that kept that out for that young man. Now, Powell, he's one down this to save par and to keep it like that.
You know, they've all got relatives watching them out on the course, and that's the moment we say, I hope he wasn't watching, or I hope he was watching.
I know. Well, we got Archer here. This is a birdie shot. Might win the hole, but I tell you what, he didn't judge that one right. A lot of work to be done. His playing partner, his opponent, got a good chance of taking that one. Now, look at this, man. 3 down. Needs some serious good golf from now on if he wants to get back into this game.
Two up then, Thomas, already. Nice start for him. And the conditions seem to be just improving a little bit. A bit of a blue sky up above.
Yeah, it's lovely. I've seen some good swings though, John. I really am. And that's a good connection there. Controlling the ball flight nice. The spin when it landed on the greens. We see Archer here. All square, par putt. Bit of left to right, we know it. He drains it.
He's been in good form in the match against Heredia. He won 3 up. And sometimes you get a feel for a course. You feel it's a good week.
Yeah, you get the groove, you get you find your rhythm, you find your happy place. And look at this one, very confident, very bold, and that one skirts past, and that's a loss of hole there.
When did you get your first hole in one?
Cool, you ain't gonna believe it. Sharhampton Golf Club. I was 10 years old, just 10 years old, and I hold a 7-iron. It was a free Tiger Shark 7-iron. You got out the paper, and I hold it in a little junior comp. And I got the bug.
I only asked you because George White, who was seen there, got his first at 10.
Did he? Oh, high five to that, me and him.
Took a little bit of a bobble there, didn't it?
It did, very pacey though. Do you know what? The youth, they're fearless. They're just rapping every putt at it. You're not going to see many putts lagged in the jaw of the hole. They're definitely going to give it a go, and that's a beautiful putt.
Peter Malpass off 4. And it's quality when you're playing at that handicap at that age.
Cool, isn't it? I mean, he's 3 down, needs to do something. That was a good start. So we see Thomas here, 2 up. This a birdie putt. And he's put that within gimme range. Is that going to be enough? No, Wow, Simpkin here, 3 up. Oh, and he misses a tiddler. Oh, he's not happy.
A momentary blip, but Kieran's still in good shape. He is 2 up, but in fact Bramshaw are up in 4 and all square in the other 2. A good battle going on between the skippers. They're certainly all square here, but Bramshaw and Llangwen, it's hotting up here for the Junior Team Golf Championship. Welcome back to Morgado here on the Algarve. Well, the championship match is well underway now, but before we pick up the action there, we're going to just find out what's happening in the 3rd, 4th playoff game and meet the teams.
You know, the club is tremendously proud. We think we have a magnificent set of young golfers here.
One of the targets today was to finish 3rd, and I think it was out of our hands for a short while. We turned back, we finished with what we thought was a really good result, a really hard-fought competition today.
I felt very proud of the team once we realised we qualified, because obviously to get here 2 years in a row was a great achievement. Obviously David's reiterated again this year, once in a lifetime opportunity, and we've got it twice in 2 years, which is a real privilege as well.
We're putting out what we think is our strongest team. You know, we're just going to give it everything we have. I mean, 3rd place, it's the bronze medal, so you know we're here for a reason. It's to, you know, get something out of it.
We're very much looking forward to the match tomorrow. We'd like to come 3rd, and we were 8th last year, so it's a big step forward. And I think we've competed this year in a way that we didn't do last year, and so you know, it's a huge step forward for the boys, and very well done to them.
We've got into gear pretty quickly. We've had a great result today, and it seems to be that the hard work that we put in seems to have paid off.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking to finish on a high. Just can feel that 3rd place. It'd be good to put things right after last year's.
Really gelling really well as a team and just being kind of supportive of each other, you know, helping each other out on the range, putting green, chipping green, and just making it a good experience for everyone.
Well, don't we talk well about the game these days? And it's going pretty well here for Whitley Bay as well. 2 ladies, or I call them young ladies, Rosie Belsham and Charlotte Pickering. I've been really impressed by them on the Whitley Bay side. New club, of course, well, old hands because they were in the finals last year as the Scottish champions. Let's get back out there now.
Yeah, showing their talents, John. You see this man from a long bunker shot. Look at the spin he generated there, and that was well judged. Pin high at the hole, slightly to the right, but that was a good shot. Now Salim here, all square, eagle putt. From distance, just the one you want. Should turn from the right. He's tracking. Just comes up shy, and I'm sure that'll be given. That'll be a nice birdie. Opener.
He's had a couple of big wins already, and his ambition is to go to the States on a golf scholarship. Why not?
Not a bad thing to do if you can get there. So you see Jones here. Now, what a save this one to keep it all square. Keep it all square. Oh, cellophane bridge.
Goniewicza, you won't be surprised to know with that name, he's of Polish extraction, but if parents moved to St Andrews some time ago, it's a pretty good move, isn't it, Poland to St Andrews?
Yeah, a fair few golf courses for you to pick from, that's for sure up there. Some beauties. You see Burston here, 1 up for birdie, keeping the pressure on. Coming off the right-hand side, he's aimed it over there, it's tracking. Oh, a bit heavy-handed.
I'll tell you something about James. He's designed the team's shirts and picked the colour and everything.
Did he?
Yeah.
Multi-talented, tasking boy. Oh, I tell you what, it's another cellophane bridge there, John. There's loads of them going on. They're very aggressive, good putts.
Yeah, well, here it is. This is Christian Barber and Rosie Belsham all square in that top match on your caption there. Brandon Jones 1 up for Whitley Bay. James Burston and Aaron Blackwood also up in their matches. Ben Hunter and Aidan Sutton leading the way for the new club of St Andrews. Now, your eyes are not fooling you because of the conditions here at Morgado. We've moved on to 4 balls, which I don't think the players will mind that particularly.
Nah, they won't mind at all. Bit of encouragement, actually, probably from your playing partners. But, yeah, just missing the green left there. You can see the wind getting up. That's why the weather's playing such a factor. Sutton here, 1 up, tee shot at 11. Good swing. Tall high ball flight. Is it online? Oh, it is. Look at that. Bit of chubby checker to boot.
You'd have settled for that yourself, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, not half, John.
Now, this is an interesting young player. How long do you think he's been playing the game?
Cool. No idea. I would say, cool, to be that good, 3, 4 years, 5 years?
2.
What?
Jack Iredale took up golf 2 years ago.
Wow. I tell you what, I thought I was going to go then. I was going to give it the right-hand turn Clyde there and disappear in the hole, but...
The old trousers are flapping.
Cool, they are. This ain't easy. Nice wide stance, get yourself a solid base. Good stroke, but he's lost the hole. His playing partner playing that very well.
So here we have the situation then, and it's tight, as you can see, with the new club up in 2 matches, Whitley Bay up in 3. And the top matches, that's the one, isn't it? That's the one to watch, really. All square, Christian Barber and Rosie Belsham. I've been impressed by her. Well, the match is moving on apace, and so is Kit. He's puffed and panted his way to the 14th.
The short par 4 14th is an absolute peach of a risk and reward match play hole. There are 2 options off the tee. The first, the safe play, down the left, iron or hybrid, and it leaves you about 150 yards into the hole. But if you're feeling aggressive or you need to get something going in your match, then you can go straight over the corner. It's a 220-yard carry over that bunker. It's into the wind typically off this elevated tee, so you need a solid strike or you're in big trouble. But if you pull it off, it's no more than a flick with a wedge into this green.
Well, Kit, you look like you got a bit more junk in the trunk, my friend. I think if you lean into one, you might get there, son. Now, Salim, he looked like he was aggressive off the tee in A1 position. I think, Kit, if I was a better man here, most of the guys would be taking over those little 3 trees that are lurking on the left-hand side with a nice driver, come up short of the water and dominate the hole. No point for laying up.
Rosie Belsham, off 16, at 16 years of age, off 0.6 handicap.
Oh, my goodness. Great golf, that is. Shows consistency through their game over the years as they've progressed. So we see Jones here, 2 up, second shot on this 14th hole, measuring at 326 yards is Beauty, and he's obviously drove it just on the upslope of the bunker. As we see here, it looks like the bag's gone over. Look at the wheels are up in the air, nearly went in the water. Oh, what a chip. Very good. Must have been pretty soggy down there.
Yeah, it's rippling behind him. That was a gem, wasn't it? Now, this is not an easy shot for Salim.
It isn't. I mean, the pressure's on him. He's 2 down. He needs to win a hole. He needs to get inside his partner here, put the pressure on. But look, looks like it's going to be him to go again next, and that's not what he wants.
Everything about Rosie impresses me. The way she approaches the shot, the way she concentrates. That's pretty good from her as well.
Yeah, it is. That'll be given, no doubt about it. Scoops that one up. Now, we know this one's just got a hint of turn off the right for Jones. He's 2 up already. This to save his bar. Put some pressure on. Yes, he does it. Come on, salute the crowds. Salute the crowd, son. Well done.
Yeah, 1 or 2 Newcastle United supporters out here today with supporting Whitley Bay.
Brilliant. Well, this is a must putt. 2 down. Not many holes. They're running out. He needs something. Oh, and that's agonising. Big, strong lip out there, hitting the left lip. And you can see it. He's distraught. This man going along. Lovely burst in here. Birdie. This is for birdie. Look at that wind. Take that ball from right to left. That is how gusty it is, but he's 4 up.
Well, these are the moments, aren't they, where it's mental. You've got to really hold your concentration.
It is. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. But we could just see how what a factor that wind is playing on the players. That chip there moved a good 5 feet in the air, and it was only from short range. Now this is holes are running out for Salim here. He's 3 down. This is a must. He's coming to the must crunch putts. He's tracking. It must disappear. It's not. It's gone past.
So Jones 3 up, and this for the birdie.
Well, if he holds this, does he win it? Is that walking for the handshake? I think he is.
Oh, yeah. There's a spring in his step, isn't there? He knows it's job done.
Look, there it is. There's the handshake. A little bit delayed. Now bursting after that. Oh, very windy, chippy hit. He's got an uphill putt. He hasn't hit it straight away. That's always short. I mean, when you're 4 up, he's probably taking his foot off the gas a little bit.
Koicha, one of those who goes to the St Leonard School and finds his way to the back of the hole quite nicely.
He gives his playing partner his putt, gets one back. Pickering here, all square, birdie effort off the edge of the green. She's liking it, is getting closer. Oh, yes! In she goes. Takes a split second there to disappear, but yeah, she's overjoyed. Little fist pump there.
As with so many of these youngsters, just a terrific sports person. She's a good discus thrower, a good shot putter.
God, it's all right for some multitasking. She's brilliant at everything. No, not a bad swing there. Tall, high fly. One's lost in the clouds, comes to rest on the green. Pressure on. Now Blackwood, he's 3 up. Second shot to this 15th. Let's see what this wind does. Pushing that ball forever to the right-hand side. That's going to be an awkward up and down from there.
So Rosie, the youngest Northumberland champion at 15 in all time.
Oh, that's proper impressive, John. She's 2 up. Look at how she's controlled the wind. She aimed that over on the left-hand side of the green, used all the elements. Look at the rain coming down now.
I'd rather not. Now, we saw that Say played brilliantly in the qualifiers back home. Let's see how he's doing here in Portugal. 1 up. And, oof, yeah, the conditions are worsening by the second.
Yeah, it looks like it's been pretty dry as well, so it's going to flood pretty quickly. They better get their skates on. You see Barber here for birdie, 2 down, needs it to go in, and he's, well, rammed that one past. Bit of work to be done, or it might be given, we don't know. Here she comes, Rosie Belsham, 2 up, birdie, just nail in the coffin here. Off the left-hand side, and in it goes, and the fist pump.
She played that in masterful fashion, didn't she?
She did indeed. Well done, girl. Very proud. Look at that, handshakes.
And off to the clubhouse, as quick as can be.
Yeah.
Where's that buggy car?
Yeah, I know.
Get me out of here.
Right on the downslope here for Pickering. 3 down. She needs something to happen. 3 holes to play. Third shot. Oh, look at that. Look at the sponsorship signs as well. Look like they're about to be blown off the golf course.
The Algarve is normally more beautiful than this, isn't it? We do assure people
Well,
of that.
it is a lovely place to go and visit, the Algarve. Yeah, the weather normally very pleasant. Not today, though, for these youngsters. Oh, what a shot. Thought I was going to have a little bit more spin than that.
Super touch, wasn't it? 3 down then, Say. Definitely running out of holes. And this is where I said about keeping your concentration. You've always got to try and ignore the weather, but it's hard to do.
You do. I always find, you know, when I was in conditions like this, you can't be too aggressive. You've got to play with the conditions around you. You've got to lag your putts up by the hole. And just, you know, take shot at a time. 1 shot at a time, and do the trick. Now, look at this one. Pitching it on the fringe, letting it scoop past. And that's all right there.
You see the rushing, aren't they?
Let's say he's not even bothered. He's 3 down. He's 3 to play. He's given up. He's going to pick the ball up, and that's going to be a handshake, I feel. Nice early victory.
And out with the umbrellas.
Hat off. Yes. Umbrellas and heading for home.
Yeah, and talk to the mums and the dads and the team managers about it. So here's Charlotte again.
Yeah, this is a must to go in, though, John.
A member of the Morpeth Harriers.
Morpeth. Oh, yeah, nice golf course down there.
Well, any golf course is nice on a nice day, isn't it? On days like this where you can still... It's like I said about Clitheroe earlier. Even on a horrible day, it's still a lovely golf course.
Yeah, it is. It is a very nice golf course. And, oh, slides by on the right-hand side agonisingly. Now, this is the must-putt. Pickering here, 3 down, 3 holes to play. This for Barr, put the pressure on, ask the question, does it?
She won her match 2-up against London Lynx. And, well, you won't be in a Lynx course in weather like this particularly.
The same applies for this man in his match. Oh! Yeah, this rain washing his shoes off nicely, which is needed by the looks of it.
Well, they do have a lovely dinner at the end of the night, you know. They can go and towel down, get themselves changed, and then off to the dinner, off to the banquet.
Yeah, I used to love my egg, chips and beans after a round of golf, but over in the Algarve, I wonder what they'll be having. Loads of tapas and all that malarkey. Bit of peri-peri chicken.
I think it could be sardines here in Portugal. Anyway, Charlotte still alive in this game, but Whitley Bay have already taken 4 of the 6 matches, and as you see, New Club are up in the other 2. Aidan Sutton's been quite a find for the New Club. He only joined as a member this year, and he's already in their team in Portugal, so that's a swift rise for him, but he's not found the best spot there.
Yeah, big pull there, John. He's staying away from those bunkers, going on the right-hand side. Lots of green to work with here on a slight downslope. Ball below his fleet for birdie. All square. Oh, it's released nicely. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, forever getting better. Good shot.
That was some shot, wasn't it?
Yeah, good skills, good touch, good imagination. You're going to see this a lot from these youngsters, man. This is what they possess. Now Sutton sealed the deal here. What a scramble this will be to make a par. Oh, top up and down.
Up and down of the day. Well played.
I'm jealous of his hairdo.
About 20 odd years ago, maybe.
Yeah, it was about 20. I used to put highlights in it. I think that's why it fell out, John. Now Sutton, long distance front. Look at that. It was nearly a full swing. Right back and through. And I tell you what, he's got some short game. Very good touch from distance.
Got to be the biggest green here, I would have thought, is this.
Cool, it's the longest. Yeah, definitely.
Ideal one down then. That's the go in, you feel.
Oh, up and out of that one quickly. Dragged it left. Doors ajar. Well, here we go. Moment of truth. This for the match. Off the right-hand side. Oh, he's walked. Oh, my goodness. Well, that's it now. They'll shake hands, and that's a level, all-square match. Over and done with. He can't believe it.
Yeah, but it's a real feather in the cap of Whitley Bay, this, isn't it? They've played so well as a team. They really have, and proved far too strong for the New Club. More than a good week for Whitley Bay, who take it 4.5 to 1.5. And Ben Hunter there, a special mention for him. He was the only winner for the New Club and the only Category 1 player to win all his matches during the course of the week here at Morgado. A lot of good golf to come, though, with the championship match and its finale. Welcome back to Morgado here, and it's time for the Home Nations final of 2018, the championship match between Bramshaw from Hampshire in Lymington and Llanwen, the Welsh representatives. And we heard the team managers talking about their pride in these youngsters, and it is wonderful to see them out here enjoying themselves but showing us their skills.
Yeah, they're loving it, John. They really are, and they've got some great swings, these youngsters, really determined as well. Got the bit between their teeth in unfamiliar territory as well. As we see Powell here. Birdie shot out of the bunker. One down at the moment at the 5th. Still a bit of work to be done. Took a bit too much sand there, I felt.
Yeah, and they learn to deal with all manner of conditions in here. We find Roebury in the vegetable patch.
Yeah, off the beaten track. And, well, yeah, didn't catch that one. And that looks to be in the sand pit there by the side of the green. Now, Lightfoot. Now, this one needs to be nice and light when it lands. Releases, go on. Oh, just shaves the left edge. A bit of work to be done though, John.
Yeah, Billy's got an interesting ambition. He wants to score a century at cricket. He's a good cricketer as well as a good golfer. And his hero, Jack Nicklaus. I found that interesting for a 13-year-old.
Jack Nicklaus. Well, I tell you what, must have seen some great footage. You can get it on the internet nowadays. And I tell you what, if anyone was going to inspire you, it would be Jack.
That pin placement's difficult there, isn't it? It's going to go on by as soon as it bounces off the green.
It is. This one's going to cause havoc for the players. As we see Powell here, and he's left himself a good 60, 70-foot putt. And, well, I tell you what, give him that another 10 times, you won't get that any closer. That was brilliant.
Yeah, they all know the word gimme. 3 up Thomas, playing the 4th, representing Bramshaw, which has always had a strong junior section.
Yeah, he's won the first 3 holes. Can he make it 4 in a row? No, I don't know. There's a bit of work to be done. A light foot. A bit heavy-handed with the first chip from off the back of the green. Putting back. Gets it.
Of course, the difference with the juniors is there are no great leaderboards around here, so they don't know how the other matches are faring. They can only concentrate on themselves.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing, but also it gives you an extra incentive. You could see the boards around the course. You know, you can see your man struggling a bit. You know, you got to pull your socks up if you're 1 down or whatever. But that's a beautiful putt right across the green, and look at that, marching towards the hole. Determined youngster there.
Yeah, isn't it funny? I was talking about body language earlier. You know, there is an extra stride, isn't there, once you hold a putt like that?
Oh yeah, you can't wait to get to that next tee box, John. You see him here at the front of the green, off the front edge from distance. Cozy this one up, hole side. Oh, and he does it to perfection. That's beautiful.
You're almost disappointed because it's not gone in when you've got so close.
Yeah, I tell you, he's got hair do like our producer. Really flamboyant and weird. Now, Thomas, 3 up here for par, gets it.
He's placid, isn't he? I've never known what's best. Is it best to be phlegmatic and placid, or do you need a bit of iron will?
Oh, a bit of iron will, yeah. You got to have the fist pump. It definitely gets you going. Gets the juices flowing, gets you really enthusiastic, all positive. It's never a negative.
He's left himself.
I think
it shouldn't be given. I thought he was going to do those horrible 2.5 feet testers for a minute.
Whee, the first lefty, Sweeney. Come on, my son, what we got in store for us? Flips it up there, gets on the green. Cool, went for the proper lob shot there, didn't he? From short distance. Bit Mickelson-y.
Yep. I know you love these little statistics, and Sweeney's passion, fishing with his dad.
Oh, nice. Very nice indeed. Never liked the fish, and when they started opening their mouth at you when you've caught them, I didn't do it for me.
You're back to your Portuguese sardines here now, I think.
Yeah, well, it's one of those little things you see on the wall. You press the button, it kept singing a song to you.
Always going a bit left there.
Yeah, that's going to be awkward from there, John. It really is. On a massive downhill slope. Quite a narrow green to come into. As we see Lightfoot here, just on a crossing there. A little bit sludgy. We've had that downpour of rain. And it's really dampened the course out, and that's releasing nicely though. Great shot.
Bit of a downhill putt, but they'll settle for that, I think. And of course they have to push their own trolleys these days, you know.
God, never hurt them. That never hurt them. I tell you what, 36, 54 holes in a day, carrying your own bag, pushing a trolley. Come on, put muscles on you. Yeah, that's not too bad. That was a difficult place to come in from, and that's given himself a chance.
You'll be horrified. I once played 72 in a day. 72 holes in a day. I'm still recovering.
I bet you are.
Talking about recovery, how's this one? Not bad.
Not bad at all. Not bad. Didn't look a good lie. Couldn't see the ball from there. So, yeah, he'd done a very good job out of that. Now, out the bunker. Show us what you got here, Thomas. 5th hole, birdie, 4 up. Going along nicely. Got to be confident. Oh, look at that. Pitches it in the fringe. Didn't get the bounce he needed. But it's on the putting surface.
Well, Powell needs something here. 2 down on the 6th. Not off to the best of starts, but that'll boost his ego as much as anything.
It will indeed. It's blowing a hoolie, and that was a great putt. Wind distance a bit, locked it and rocked it, and it went in.
I don't think it's a bad thing that they've had to contend with different conditions on every single day. That's what golf's all about.
Oh, came up with that, and look at that. That's still a couple of feet short from that distance, but what a flurry he got up to. Won the first 4 holes. Now Sweeney, lefty, misses it just to the right of the hole. Now, Rowberry here, 4 down. I mean, not the start you want, but this could change it all, and he's up and out quickly. Not happy chappy.
Straight out the traps, wasn't he there? It's funny how you know, don't you? As soon as you hit it, that's not going to go for me.
Yeah, you do. You do. Now, Bearcroft here, all square. Bogey putt, though. Half the hole, I feel. It is indeed.
He's businesslike. Look at that.
Yeah, he's got a proper march on.
Bogey putt, but 4 up. Yep. Nerves of steel. It rattled. It hit the back of the hole.
Yeah, it did. I tell you what, he's making his playing partner have a go at that one. Oh, tough score, this.
Yeah, Llanwern only up in the 1 match where Luke Bearcroft is getting the better of Anthony Sweeney for the moment. Look at that. Elliot Thomas 5 up on David Rowberry. Otherwise, all square, apart from Ryan Archer in the last match, 1 up on George White. And here is Archer.
Yeah, good swings here, all having a go. Looks a bit right, this one, bounding along. Just going into the first cut, and well, it looks to be a nice lie from there. Look at that, pin howling. Just dodging it here, second shot right by the hazard. This is pulled left, water down the left. Stay out of there. Ooh, swimmy, swimmy, swimmy.
We'll be back with the fish again in there, I think. White 1 down. You could almost be back in Scotland, couldn't you, with the look, the grey sky now?
Definitely. If it wasn't for the trees and the, you know, the kind of chewy grass that you get from being in Portugal at the Algarve, you would definitely think it's back there. Now, this one started left of the pin, our left, his right, and that was the way to play it. A little bit heavy-handed through the green.
Daniel Bearcroft's hit a really nice drive down the short par 4 9th here. What's good is it's landing on an upslope, and he's going to need that to get some loft. The wind is absolutely hammering down. He can't even see the base of the flag, and he's not got a lot of green to work with. This is going to have to go high if he's going to stop it on the green.
Yeah, you'll be all right, Kit. You're low centre of gravity at 4'2", no problem. Now, Bearcroft, running and jumping, having a good little butcher, see how that runs out, and he's done a good job there.
Left him 4'2".
Left him 4'2", exactly. No, White. Good, not a bad lie. Can get to the back of the ball. Got to pop this one nicely at the 4th. He's got some hang time, and I tell you what, he's done a good job. Now, back of the stance, hands are forward here. Get it on the putting surface, get it running. This at the 9th, he's coming in low. Is it too hot to trot? Slow down ball, it is. There we go. Oh, hats off. Well, get concentrating again. Regroup, my friend. Focus. Oh, it's a good stroke. It's a good stroke. It's in. Hey, get in there, my son. Fist pump. Now go get your cap.
Yeah. Who needs a hat?
He's got a good mop on his head. There's nothing wrong with that.
He's halfway down the Algarve now.
Bit of Brill cream. I bet you're on that one day, weren't you?
Oof.
Oh, lagging that one up just right at the hole. Oh, cleaning the face of the club. A little bit of dirt on there. Needs a good clean contact. Needs this one. Stay 1 up. He does.
Well done, Luke. Ambition wants to be a tree surgeon.
Does he?
Yeah.
I know a couple down my way in Bristol.
Bristol. Wenfeld. I was saying he was the club champion at the age of 14.
Oh my goodness, that's some seriously good golf. And obviously talent's there. Keep his interest high. Keep him playing some nice golf. We might see him in the future on the big screen. And that was a very confident putt. My goodness, he ran that one into the hole.
Well, that's what you pros always say, isn't it? Hit the back of the hole.
It is. Never up, never in, as they say. John?
Peter Malpass on the tee. It's got the height. It's certainly got the height. It depends on the bounce. It depends on how soft the landing is here. Whoops! Whoa! Nearly took our cameraman out. Never mind that. Let's see what Simpkin can manage. Representing Branshaw, this looks to be a bit further right. Ooh, in fact, it's a lot further right. Wow, this is somewhere where I would imagine he certainly does not want to be. Oh, my goodness me. Actually, we're quite lucky because Kit's out there somewhere, I would think, in close proximity.
Kieran Simpkin has missed his tee shot wide right here on the short par 4 ninth. He is pin high, but unfortunately, there are some trees between him and the pin, making it a really tricky shot. He is on some standing water though, and it looks to me like his nearest point of relief is going to be in this direction. If that's the case, it takes him away from the trees and gives him a much better angle at the pin. This could be a really handy break for him.
Bit boggy down there, John.
Yeah, Kit likes the trenches, he really does. Digging himself deep out of that one as we see Archer here from behind the tree trying to swerve it. Bit of right to left. Here it comes, it's working its magic, forever getting closer. That'll be a little chip off the right edge of the green.
He's got a lot of strings to his bow, as Ryan. He's just been invited to the Matt Le Tissier Academy.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, Matt, well, does a great job. Now, this is the drop Kit was telling us about. Simpkin here, all square, second shot at the 9th. Over the tree we go. You can see the wind howling off the left. And he's, well, a bit heavy-handed there, and he's coming back well. He's left himself a good 40-50 footer.
It was almost Simpkin sinking there, wasn't it? Because he could have
nice,
sunk.
I like it. Now this is one, not opting to chip it, but this is a lot of fringe to be putting through. But held it pretty nicely, hard to judge, going to be slow to begin with, then release, and he's done a great job, great imagination. Lovely shot from the young man.
George White, hero Rory McIlroy, nothing much unusual about that.
No.
He's even got the McIlroy haircut.
He has. They all got that haircut nowadays. I'm very jealous, John. Now Simpkin from distance here. And he's a long way from him. Look at that. That's at least 15 foot short. Now look at this wind howling at him. Not easy. Get your weight forward in the putt, kind of like a punch shot. Hit it low. Get a jumpy. Oh, just missed. That'd have been some putt.
Didn't actually do anything wrong, did he? The ball obviously missed the hole. That was all that was wrong, but it was like a fraction out.
Yeah. Well, we see White now, all square. Par putt at the 6th. Got to do something. Oh, just missing the left-hand side.
If I were to watch a player, I think it would be Simpkin, because he's been a real mixed bag today. But it's all exciting with him, isn't he? He's always doing something.
Oh, he's a tall cookie. He's hitting the ball a country mile, but he's losing his rag there. He's not happy, but that was a sloppy 3-putt, but it was from distance. Now Archer.
Yep, well done. And it gives us a chance to have a chat with Sonia Silva, the general manager at the Morgado Resort.
All the teenagers that are here, they are very happy, not only with the golf course, but also with the hotel facilities. I think we have the right conditions to make this kind of tournament. Hotel and golf course very close, all the things at the same place. And I think that while they are playing golf, they can also enjoy what we have, make friendship. I think it's a perfect place for them.
And this is the state of play with the Lightfoot, Thomas and Archer all up in their games. Daniel Bearcroft and Peter Malpass up, and the only match that's all square out there, Anthony Sweeney and Luke Bearcroft. So it's still in the melting pot. Yes, not much melting out there, is there, in this wind? Goodness me. I do like the swing, I do like the height they get on the shots. It's just a question whether you get the finish or not quite.
You may be thinking I've forgotten to take my jacket off before this take, but I'm going to use it to illustrate just how windy it is. As you can see, we've got a good 4, 5, even 6 club wind here. It is brutal. It makes it so tough for the players judging the right club and hitting the right ball flight. You can pick out a club that's absolutely perfect, but by the time you get to your ball and hit it, if that wind drops or you get a gust, it can be completely the wrong club. So difficult out here today.
Oh, the Kate Winslet vibe. I tell you what, he's a natural at it, isn't he? Tip of the iceberg. Now, big pull left here. It looks like it's going heavy left. Oh, that's going to be a tough up and down.
Yeah, Michael actually was 6 up in his match against Whitley Bay, and good support always helps on the sidelines. Peter Malpass the Welsh are still in this.
They are indeed. That's not a bad chip. Just ran on a little bit more. Had to come over a little hump there. Just it well as we see Lightfoot here. Big drive. This an eagle effort out of the bunker. He's one up. Oh, and just scrapes onto the green.
Yeah, that's a question of what might have been. Simpkin, we've seen one down, but this for a birdie at the 10th.
Yeah, baseball grip he's using there. Hands are well forward. And just, you better run up and mark that, baby.
Lightfoot in a good position in his match, one up, and this is a trickler. It's a trickler. A trickler all the way in.
He drains it, and what a putt. Vital times as well. Now this is that putt I was telling you about, right on the edge of the hill, just held up there. This to save par. He's one down already, and he does it.
That's what I say, he's worth watching. He's exhilarating, isn't he? Everything he does, there's always something on his match.
Yeah, he's up and down like a yo-yo. 1 minute he's pulling off a spectacular, next minute he's, well, down in the doldrums, whacking up a double and losing a hole. So you see this one just race past by our man.
One iron you called him, didn't you?
Yeah, 1 iron. Go on, blimey. What's that?
Never
He's
be a
juggling
juggler,
now.
will he? Never be a juggler. Malpass for Llanwern. I call it Llanwern. I noticed the manager called it Llanwern. So sometimes we get a bit technical.
Well, you pronounce them a lot better than I would. Now, stuck behind the tree, going for the Sergio, opening up the shoulders. Big slice required. Is he going to go for the run like Sergio did? Oh, what a shot. What a shot. Lands it on front edge, releases down. That shot of the tournament for me so far.
That was, that certainly was. That's worth a round of applause from anybody.
Well, I'll give you one. There you go, mate. Now Malpass here at the 11th. He's one up. Tee shot. No more than probably a 7 iron or 6 iron in hand into the breeze and held it out. Lovely. I tell you
Don't
what.
want that back. Here's your lefty friend.
Yeah. Well, Sweeney here, ball above his stance. He's got the pressure on him after a great shot from his partner. Oh, and he's delivered. Look at this. Oh, what anything you can do, I can do better. Oh, beautiful golf.
Cool hand Luke.
Cool
Very
hand
good.
Luke.
Simpkin on the 11th. We're seeing some good shots here, aren't we?
We are
Nice
indeed.
spot to be.
Yeah, 166 metres here at the 11th. John and his playing partner definitely put the pressure on him. Now this is a must for Bearcroft. One down, birdie putt. Partners in close. Oh, I tell you what, that would have been some up and down if that had gone in.
That's a good lad. Send the flag and the umbrella at the same time.
For the bumper run again, Simpkin, track in, oh my goodness. And I tell you what, the flag is the only thing keeping that out, and now his playing partner got a putt for the win on that. Oh, now back to this lefty. Oh, tap it in. Oh, that's a top win. It's going to take him 2 up.
He's trying not to grin, isn't he?
Peter Malpass has struck a beautiful iron shot in here to 5 feet on the 11th. It's breezy up here though. It's a pretty straight putt, but that wind could make it break from right to left. But I think if he's firm and keeps it inside the hole, it could be birdie time.
Yeah, thanks, Kit. Well, here we are. Malpass here for birdie. 1 up. This to go 2 up. The door is open. Oh, he's missed it right. Oh, bit of meat left on that bone.
Was that almost overconfidence?
Well, he was very bold and brave at that. I mean, it showed confidence that he's giving it a good old rattle, but yeah, he's got a sneaky one coming back, John.
Well done. Very positive. Because those can be real knee knockers. But this is it. It's well, they might be celebrating down in the New Forest later. Look, they're up in 4 matches, Bramshaw. But in the top 2, Llanwern, thanks to Daniel Bearcroft, their captain, and Peter Malpass, are very much in the hunt still. Welcome back to the delightful Morgado Golf Resort here on the Algarve. Well, over the years, there have been 11 different English clubs have won the Junior Team Golf Home Nations Championship, and we could be on for a 12th with Bramshore. This is the championship final match. Bramshore against Llanwern. And I think we've seen a good standard of golf, John.
Yes, we have. I mean, the conditions are really tough, John. They really are. I mean, the boys are being, blown all over the place. I mean, it's not easy. It's a championship golf course. This group in particular, well, that was like a rat down a drain pipe, that ball, wasn't it? My goodness, that just disappeared on us.
Yeah, I used the word positive a moment or two ago. I think you must have heard it. Really good to see, though. They've got nerves of steel of these boys.
Yeah, well, they're fearless. I mean, if you're not fearless at this age, you're never going to be. They're willing to take every shot on, which is great for us and great for people at home watching this event. You're going to see some great shots. You're going to see the youth coming through. What we might see in the future, you just never know. And here's our Sweeney up the hill. This is a slow putt. Can he get it to the hole? Oh, he did. God, how did that not go in?
I think there are a few more lefties around the world nowadays. Obviously, Phil Mickelson has been the most famous one, but you saw Greg Chalmers and other very good left-handers nowadays. Bubba, of course.
Well, they cater for it now, John. They really do. They cater for both sides more than ever. You heard like Nick Price started the game as a lefty, and then all of a sudden went righty. And Nick Price, I mean, what a player he was.
Oh, and a lovely bloke as well.
Yeah, lovely bloke. So it just shows you there's more equipment out there now. The boys can get the right equipment from day one, and that's a nice shot to the heart of the green.
Yeah, you were saying that conditions are testing, but I think that's good. You don't want every day to be perfect and calm.
No. Well, this is an awkward one. Down slope. He's going to pitch this one. Well, I would have pitched it short of the green a little bit more, but I tell you what do I know? My goodness, give me a golf lesson, mate.
For me, that is possibly shot of the day.
Yeah, I mean, that was not easy. He had the luxury, he had the wind into him. He's going to hold the ball up nicely. But this is where the short game is such an important factor for the youth. They really are. Spend hours around that chipping green because, when your swing breaks down, you have a off day, all of a sudden you chip and putt, get out of, you're like a little Houdini around the greens. And I tell you what, come up trumps, you save a good score.
Yeah, imagination's the word, isn't it? We've seen a lot of imagination today. Let's see if we can from this bunker shot. Oh, he stopped it.
Oh, he had some zip there, nearly went in on the fly. Proper slam dunk the funk. Now here's Mr. White. At the 10th birdie putt after a great chip. Can he convert? Oh, that's disappointing after such a wonderful chip from over the back of the green. Now, I tell you what, that's unusual. One of the players asking, is that not given? You got to be told it's all right. Not ask for it to be all right.
Disappointed with that, obviously, but still 4 up in his match at the moment. And walking away with a wistful look. What might have been?
He's got that kind of mohawk going on. Just needs a bit of colour in it. Now, Wilbury here up the hill. Can he capitalise on his mate's miss? No, he can't.
Big fan of Jordan Spieth, as so many of them are, I suppose.
Yeah,
now, there's a man who looks phlegmatic to me, Jordan Spieth, you see.
Yeah, good character, mate. Wears his heart on his sleeve. Definitely a good role model for these guys to look on and copy. Seems to hold the right shot at the right time, as we see Sweeney there. Short siding himself. Awkward chip from there. We've seen it before. Seen one master from that direction. Now, Bearcroft comes to 11th, 166 metres. Got the long iron out, and this one seems to be left, going left. Oh, and that could be OB. Oh no, it's scuttled out. Coming slightly down the hill, and you can just see how awkward that one's going to be, John.
Yeah, a bit like the clouds. I'm not sure I like the look of the heavens above at the moment. Kit could get drenched out there.
He could. Well, Sweeney's chipped to here. Oh, and he's owed it. That's his par save.
He's cool as a cucumber, isn't he?
Yeah, mate, he is. Well, I tell you what, Bearcroft chipped down to here from way up on the left. This for the half. Oh, he misses it left.
And we're all impressed by the course here. Let's hear from the director of golf at Morgado.
They're absolutely different. Alamos is a very tight golf course, very technical. Greens are very undulated. Morgado is a very open course with a lot of bunkers. and very pleasant to play. Well, I think they enjoy both courses.
Well, the position of the game is unchanged from the last time we had a look at the leaderboard, with Bramshaw up in 4 and Llanwen up in the other 2. Now, Kit is out there and he's found some more trouble on the 14th this time.
Long wait on the 14th tee for the top match in the final here, as there was a ruling up ahead. Easy to get cold as well, one of the most exposed parts of the golf course, and with this wind howling in, not a nice place to be stood around. It looks like it may have played its part as well. Bramshaw, unfortunately, have just gone into the water, as you can see behind. He's getting out, taking a drop, but with his playing partner and opponent just short of the green and not facing an easy up and down, hope is not all gone in this hole just yet.
Well, we're moving towards the climax of the championship here, and it's good to see there's something on every single match out there.
There is. I'm intrigued with that final game, Archer and White. I really am, because the first 2 groups are going out strong. They've held their position. They're still under the cosh. I mean, it's all to play for. It really is.
Do you think the Bearcroft brothers spur one another along?
Oh, without doubt. Oh, without doubt. You know, you definitely, whatever you can do, I can do better type of vibe. You know, the banter that must go on behind closed doors with their mum and dad.
That's what I was wondering. That was Joe Brenfeld there, coming up from a bit too close to the water for comfort. And here he is now. Could do with this one.
He could indeed, John. He's a tall lad. Look at him. Size 12 shoes by the looks of it. And that's gone up the hill.
Double bogey. Not what the doctor ordered at this stage, I'm afraid.
No, here we go. Bearcroft 1 up. Par putt at the 14th. A must, and he gets it. Come on, where's the fist pump, my friend? Come on, show me it. Oh, it was a salute to the camera there. A few little eyes giving it.
Wasn't the easiest either. Anyway, he made it. And now then Simpkin. Still one adrift.
He is coming in from right to left. I tell you what, a little bit of a lower ball flight. Let that scuttle up towards the back of the green would have been handy. He tried to fly it all the way. Now Malpass here, 1 up, birdie shot from off the edge of the green. He's obviously fancying it. Bit of green to work with, track in. Oh, well, I tell you what.
Still going, isn't it?
It is. That wind just pushing the ball further away.
Work to be done. And here we have the similar scenario. He's got to come down that little slope and slide in almost.
He's obviously getting a bit cooler, John. He's on with the jacket. And he's missed that left and low and left. And I tell you what, I wouldn't give that. A little bit of the rain's coming down now as well. Like you said, those crowds looking pretty nasty out there.
Easily done, leaving it short with the uphill putt. 6 inches can make things like this.
Well, you can see him just squinting his eyes, trying to keep the rain out of his eye sockets as he keeps the focus on, and he's off of focus, and he's missed it right, and he's not an happy chappy, John. Ooh, dearie, dearie, dearie me.
Good time for an interview, I wouldn't have thought.
Nah. Now, here we go. 2 down. Needs something to happen. Birdie shot from off the edge of the green. Bump and run. And in she goes. The fire's in his belly. Light at the end of the tunnel. He's feeling it. And there he goes. Relentless fist pumping. And that just feeds off to your playing partner you're against. And he's on the back foot all of a sudden. But can he respond? This is the moment, John.
Yeah,
is he going to follow him in? Is he going to follow him in? No, he doesn't. There we go. Change of the tide.
You're right, the fist pumping's all part of it in a way.
Oh, it is. Honestly, shows it. Look, see, he's all down in the dumps. His man's fist pumping. Ball's in his court.
So, Daniel Bearcroft 1 up in the top match there, leading his side, and Peter Malpass 3 up, but otherwise it's still going the way of Bramshaw here. In fact, the victory for Elliot Thomas by 6 and 5 over David Robury already. Oh, I haven't seen Lightfoot for a little while. Billy, the 13-year-old, intrigues me when this good at that age. How good could you become?
I bet he's a good dancer. I bet he could do the moonwalk.
We've seen players have all kinds of trouble with this 14th green in the last few groups as the rain has come in. It's made it really difficult. Some haven't even finished it. Anthony Sweeney, though, played it absolutely textbook. Nice safe tee shot and a lovely iron into the centre of the green. He's in pole position on this hole with his opponent looking for his ball in the wasteland.
Here's Luke, 15 years of age. His hero, Henrik Stenson. Oh, what a good player the Swede is. But once it goes past, once it gets nipping past that hole, he just can't stop it.
No. Got a nice bare lie. He's fanged over the green, but yeah, that was just, yeah, very blasé, that chip. As we see Sweeney, the lefty, comes off the right-hand side, his right. And that's left him an uphill putt.
Should be okay. Just at the last a bit, didn't it?
Yeah, it's not a bad place to leave yourself. We see Powell here, 2 down, needs to do something here. He really does. Second shot, put the pressure on. Well, there's his playing partner, closer than him. Gotta hold it.
And Danny, his ambition to make loads of money.
Yeah, well, you and us both. This is that 527-metre par 5, 16. Good hole, that one. As we see Lightfoot here. Yeah, here we go. Lightfoot off the right. Johnny gets it. And that is, look at that, he's pumped. He is pumped. And that's kind of sealed the deal, I feel.
John. Good.
Yes, exactly. Now, nice lie at the back of the green. Oh, could have done with carrying it that extra yard. And there it is, a yard short. The sun's come out to play, John, finally.
Yeah, we've had a real mixed bag of weather, haven't we? Mixed bag of golf. And we've seen some good stuff from Joe Blenfeld. Not easy to get it up there, though, and you can see the marker in front, so he's going to be going next as well.
He's on the back foot. I mean, he just got that lovely putt the other day. He's Dormy 4. Sweeney. Oh, misses a tiddler. Gets given it. Now, par putt up the hill as well. Off the left-hand side, it is a must. This is crunch time, and he's missed it. Door is ajar.
Player as well. He was in great form earlier in the week. So, Luke, there was, I don't know, there was just nothing there somehow, there was there? He didn't seem to have the self-belief in that shot.
I mean, the gloves are off now, John. They really are, and that was a poor miss there. Now, Bearcroft, 1 up. Par putt, does it. Fist pump. Thank you very much.
Yep, move on. That's a lovely shot, isn't it? A big tree in the background. And
yeah, he looks like he's got the hybrid out here, John. Ball above his feet. Should be coming in from right to left. That's the natural contours here. And I tell you what, might just... That's going to be an awkward one. As we see Powell here at 16.
Third shot, and he's 3 down. So the portent's not particularly good. He's off until that. Well, it just shows you what sort of a game this is.
The crowd please. A bit of backspin. That one just unfortunately doing him injustice there, getting further away from the hole. But this is the third shot. Lightfoot was strong enough to get there in 2. Now just get through the... Oh, that's unlucky. These fringes all need to be carrying them as we see Powell here for birdie. Up the hill. We've seen it should be just right. Oh, he's gone up the hill. Little jump, unfortunately. Can't believe it.
Yeah, he was getting his marker out. I don't think there was any need for...
Yeah, well, his playing partner there having a par putt from a couple of feet as we see Barefoot here, 2 up, tee shot. Oh, this one looks to be going left. My goodness, hooker. And it's on the bank, and we know what kind of chip faces you from there.
Well, it doesn't look difficult, does it? But you try it. They don't always go in. We wish the one does, and it does, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. He wins the match, and there it is. Caps off, shake of the hands, happy days.
Yeah, played well. He can enjoy the rest of the evening now. But Blenfeld here at this 17th really needs something special.
Yeah, cracking par 3 this one though. 211 metres for the chaps. Using all their energy to get there. Not an easy target to hit from that distance. And yeah, that one just off the green. He's closer. Now, putting from off the green. Archer, this is the ringer of the groups. Now off the left-hand side. Now, it looks good in the air. Come on.
Daniel Bearcroft knows a half on the par 3 17th is enough to win his match for Llanwern. He's missed the green to the left, but so has his opponent. Both have tricky up and downs. Bearcroft's is more difficult, but if he can make a 3 here, that should be enough.
Well, I'm sure that all made sense, and let's hope that Daniel can make sense of this shot here at 17. He's in a great position, isn't he? 2 up.
He is. He's on cruise control, and I tell you what, he's feeling all the confidence, and that's a lovely chip. Just the camera, you know, the natural contours of the green, sending the ball all the way down near hole side, and here's his opponent, 2 down, needs to hold this, you feel. This is a must. His playing partner's in pretty close. Oh, it's a bit heavy. Hit the flag. Oh, not to beat. And that is forever getting further away, and it's going to be him to go.
Yeah, he'll be slightly disappointed, but otherwise his team is performing mightily well. Now then, George. Come on, come on.
Yeah, it's been a day to forget for George. Turn up shy there, 3 down. That was a bogey putt as well. Now this is that putt coming back up the slope. Needs to hold it. Ask the question of his playing partner, but now that leaves his playing partner with 2. Here, Bearcroft to win his match. Oh, come on. You got to dolly that one down the hill. Just put it hold. Giving your playing partner a chance. Now Archer. Now Archer holds it. That's his par 3 up. And I feel like that's the end of the match. Where's the shake of the hand? Come on, take your cap off.
He got the bullseye, didn't he?
He did.
Bearcroft 2 up. Bogey putt, doesn't matter. And there'll be a shake of the hand here as well. They did manage to go through the formalities.
Very nice. It's been a lovely tournament, this great match play event, as we see Simpkin here at the back of the green at 17 from downtown. Oh, that's a nice putt from distance. He is not being the day at the office he wanted. Malpas here to seal the deal. And that's cozied up hole side.
Yeah, Peter Malpas, well played to him. Years of age, playing off 4. But for Simpkin, looking like finishing with the bogey, but it ain't going to be quite good enough. But he seems to see the bright side.
Well, there we have it. The shake of the hands. It's all over, boys and girls. And I tell you what a tournament it's been.
Excellent. There's been some really good golf, hasn't it? It's been nice to see them competing at this sort of level in the proper fashion. And it is Bramshaw who prevail. Well done to them. The English triumph over the Welsh. And what a good battle between the 2 captains there. Daniel Bearcroft coming out on top 2 and 1. Peter Malpas, the other winner for Llanwern. And what about Elliot Thomas there? A 6 and 5 victory for him. In the match for 3rd place, it was Whitley Bay who triumphed against the new club from St Andrews. But some super golf all round here at Mogado.
We're so proud of everyone, the way we played today in these conditions, and yeah, to get the win feels great. The wind was crazy, especially over the putts. You're just shaking, the ball's shaking, and yeah, we all did really well to deal with the conditions. I got to the end and the groups behind started to catch up, and I sort of was asking, but until like 14 I didn't know how anyone was getting on. We were all confident going into the final. We all knew how well we'd done to get into the final, so we went out there and enjoyed ourselves, and none of us gave up. We're all good fighters out on the golf course, and we performed well on the days.
Well, it's been an epic struggle, hasn't it, Kit? Bramshaw are finally home nations champions, but we have to say, you have to be proud of their performance all week.
They do. It was a gargantuan effort. Conditions haven't been easy for any of the teams. Bramshaw, the only ones to go undefeated, overcoming Llanwern, who went in with a 100% record into the final. But they played really, really well. They overcame these incredibly windy conditions. It's not lying down now. They've had wind, rain, 4 other challengers they've had to defeat thrown at them. They've gone unbeaten, and they are fully deserving of that 4-2 victory in the final.
Well, we can say that now that they are the champions, they can celebrate tonight. There's going to be, I understand, a fantastic gala dinner. But from our point of view, we've had a great week, haven't we?
Absolutely, it's been superb to see all these young kids come together, play some fantastic golf. You know, we've been mingling with them around the resort all week. Their attitudes have been fantastic. I've been blown away by the amount of practice they've put in and the sheer effort. After every round, they were straight out onto the range, straight onto the putting green, working hard, behaved brilliantly. They've been a credit to their clubs and the overall standard of golf in what is the toughest conditions they could have possibly faced here in Portugal has been absolutely wonderful. They should all go home thoroughly proud of themselves.
It has been a truly wonderful week with superb competition golf and in extremely trying conditions. The teams and their supporters are all enjoying a well-deserved gala dinner with their families, supporters and new friends made. The presentation of awards and thank you speeches bring the Home Nations final to a climax. The leaders throughout most of the competition, Llanwern, came agonisingly close to claiming the crown, but for English champions Bramshaw, this was their finest hour. They've proved that despite the trials and tribulations of wind and weather, with perseverance and true grit, golfing excellence will triumph in the end. Congratulations to Bramshaw, a truly well-deserved victory.